Official good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Today I'm going to show you what I'm eating in a day at the moment. I'm eating pretty much probably at about maintenance, so not in a surplus, not in a calorie deficit, because I'm still like on the end of healing my relationship with food. Last year I went through a really big phase of restricting my calories just because I really wanted to change my body composition. But by doing that, it kind of like fucked me up. Like mentally, I was struggling so hard. I was afraid of food, I was afraid of going out for dinner, and I was just really in an unhappy place. So now, for the last few months, I've just really learning how to eat intuitively. And at the moment, I'm really just eating whatever I feel like. I'm really making sure that I'm having protein at every single meal. I'm really making sure that I'm supporting my training with complex carbohydrates and protein as well to prepare my muscles. At the moment, I'm just sort of just going along. I definitely have seen changes in my body since changing my way of eating. So I've definitely built a fair bit of muscle in comparison to what I used to look like. I definitely was on the skinny. I looked skinny. I was so skinny. But really, eventually what I want to do is build a fair bit more muscle and just taking my time to get there. Obviously, good things take time and I'm just going with it. So I'm really excited and I'm really loving just eating intuitively, like literally eating. And I know that term gets thrown out so much, but it's actually so nice. Don't have to worry about calculating what I'm going to eat every day. I just sit down, ask myself, how hungry am I and what do I feel like? And then I make it accordingly. I always use the same method to making any meal, and I've created a ebook for you guys how I do it. So always picking my protein, always picking my carb, and always picking my fat. So it's just a super oh my god, the alliteration. A super simple system that can be applied to any meal at any time of the day, and it always makes sure your meal's balanced. So if you want to grab it, link will be down below. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my eggs now. It's 11 o'clock now and I'm about to make my morning tea. I'm going to make a chocolate protein smoothie. I love smoothies because it's such a good way to get a good dose of protein and carbohydrates. I'm going to use a banana, protein powder, ice, almond milk, and that's all. I always pick an almond milk that is fortified with calcium. It's so important if you're not having dairy. Always make sure whenever you're making a smoothie to always put your liquid in before the protein powder, because otherwise it gets stuck all to the edges. Just a little hot tip. My other hot tip is always have frozen bananas in the freezer, because look at that. Now that is a thick smoothie. Up so much good fruit and veg. I love going to the local markets because you can just pick up so much cheap fruit and veggies. So I'll show you what we got. Always a win. Coriander. Neil's got some noodles from the Thai ladies. They were so cute. They were so beautiful. They gave us heaps of testers. Definitely bought a lot. Then I'm going to make some tacos today, so I bought some corn and then I bought a heap of cherry tomatoes for that. Like, so crazy. $2.50 a kilo for like capsicums. We got broccoli. We got, this is my fave. I love this so much. Chinese broccoli. Zucchinis. Avos. Ooh, that one is ready to go. It's just some essential oils for our diffuser. Really about that at the moment, making the house smell good. We got lavender, eucalyptus, and tangerine. So we'll see how they smell. tacos, what I've done is just a corn, red onion, tomato and coriander salsa. And then just like a little slaw with just carrot, lemon juice and red onion and a bit of salt. I've got, of course, my cashew cheese. I've got my spice rubbed fish. And then, of course, oh, look at that. It's 4 o'clock now and I'm having my afternoon tea. I made protein brownies yesterday and they are so good. You find the recipe for this one over on my Instagram. Go check it out because they are so delicious. If you like rich dark chocolate brownies, then these ones are for you. They're also high in protein. I always include protein in my afternoon snack because it keeps me fuller for longer. It, 1, allows me to get my protein target for the day. And 2, it stops me from overeating at dinner. If I go into dinner feeling like not like crazy hungry, then I tend not to overeat. I just eat like a normal size meal.
I see Rachel. I see Charlotte and Tammy and Jackie.
As you can see, I just put my dinner on and it's getting cooler now here in Australia, so I have decided to make spaghetti bolognese. I just wanted to show you what I use. Normally with my spaghetti bolognese I either use lentils but this time I've used this. So this is vegetable textured protein. This is a really good source of protein for vegetarians or vegans because it has 25 grams of protein per serve, so that's huge. And then to make it even higher in protein, I use this pasta. There we go. So this is the Veta Smart pasta. Per serve, again, it's 24 grams. I won't have a full serving, I'll have half a serving. So these together, my whole spaghetti bolognese meal would probably have like 35 grams of protein in it, just from these 2 sources. So that's pretty cool and really easy. If you are able to eat gluten, this is a really good way and a really cheap way to incorporate more protein into your diet. Like the legume pasta and lentil pastas, they're all really amazing and I think they're fabulous. However, this is half the price. So if you can tolerate gluten, definitely try this because it's game changing. Finished cooking off my pasta and then I'm gonna sprinkle over the top with some nutritional yeast. My pasta was freaking amazing. Top cupboard. That's why I keep the best stuff in the house. Dessert. I eat dessert every single day. Every day. 1 or maybe sometimes 2 rows of chocolate, depending on how I'm feeling. And actually probably depending on what phase I am in my period cycle. So tonight I'll probably have 1.5 rows. Dairy free from Aldi, my favorite. Guys, if you love food without compromise, why don't you consider subscribing? Because I post weekly videos all about food and nutrition. I'll see you guys in the next video.